What a great pleasure to visit with Darren Caldwell from Unity Health Harris Medical Center. And my friend, it's always a pleasure to get to come to my hometown hospital and visit with the good folks there.
Thank you, Mr. Black. It's a pleasure to have you.
Hey, let me ask you a big question. Did you hear about that announcement we made recently at Unity Health and Harris Medical Clinic?
You know, there was something that came across my desk I might want to go ahead and bring up. Yeah, we had a big rollout last Thursday for state and for the nation, for that matter, to know. Unity Health is now part of the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Now, we didn't buy Mayo. I know a lot of people thought maybe we did an acquisition. You know, Unity came up to Newport, liked it, thought we'd take over the Mayo system, but we did not do that.
Didn't happen that way.
We don't want that to get out yet.
Okay.
But there is an affiliation, a collaboration. What Mayo has done about 5 or 6 years ago, they set it up to where, the world wants to have access to what Mayo's got.
Absolutely.
They have 4,200 physicians and scientists on their staff at all times working on ailments, diseases. They have 1 million people come through their doors every year at either Rochester, Phoenix, or Jacksonville, Florida.
Wow, incredible. That's an incredible
1 million people. So we don't have quite that many here coming through our door. So we feel like they've got exposure to all kinds of different conditions that we would like to be able to tap into. So they've got this expertise out there. And a couple years ago, we approached them about this network and said, hey, we think we might want to be in. So they don't just take anybody. There's 38 systems in the United States.
Wow.
And across the world. They got a place in Singapore and Mexico and then in Puerto Rico. Some places I might want to go visit, just see how they
see how they're doing
see how they do it up there. They thought maybe they need a little help from Newport.
Yes,
might want to
sir.
go over there and see how they're doing it. But we're going to you have access to all that information. And so it took us about 2 years. They came down to Searcy 2 or 3 times. We went to Rochester and Jacksonville a few times because honestly, we wanted to make sure we wanted to be in.
Sure.
And it's not brag. I've told you before, if it's the truth, it ain't bragging.
That's correct.
So
That's correct.
we wanted to make sure that we were associating ourselves with the organization, even though Mayo's is the best in the world, that we felt like we fit in with the same philosophies and had something to offer, and that obviously we felt like they had something to offer us, and they do. It's going to be a great collaboration. We got a couple of things immediately. What we did is we put what's called AME, Ask Mayo Experts. It's an icon on our computers, and doctors will have the access on their cell phones if they want it. They can hit that icon, they can ask it a question, and all the information that pertains to their question is going to pop up, and they can scan it for whatever information they want to have available. It's only going to be accessible through people with the affiliation with the Unity system. Then, let's also suppose that, God forbid, something happened to you and you got an ailment that a physician that you utilize here locally. Mm-hmm. And that's what I try to tell folks. Some people are saying, well, why can't I use that computer myself and go straight to Mayo's? Because we don't want to take away the relationship that you've already built with the local. I mean, you've entrusted your life and your family's life with this guy for years. They know you.
Absolutely.
And there's no reason to circumvent it because most of the time, the doctor that's taking care of you is right.
That's correct.
So there's no reason to believe that they don't know what they're talking about already. But at times, they're going to want to have someone else to kick an idea off of or have a treatment plan that they want to have checked out. So we've got this thing called e-consult. And what will happen is if you get to where you have a condition they don't feel perfectly comfortable about,
and that happens.
And it happens all the time.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter if you're a mechanic or a cook. You want to have someone else to say, hey, what about this ingredient or what about this part?
Absolutely right.
So the doctor's going to say, yep. So he gets the record together, and we have some folks in Unity System that has been trained to take that record, send it to a doctor with the Mayo system. And then within 3 working days, he'll contact your doctor back. We've kicked the tires and done a couple test runs already.
Sure.
The physicians that utilize it actually got a phone call on their cell phone direct from the doctor.
Wow.
So they talk about it. This is what you might want to do. So we can expect that kind of turnaround on the things that it's just a little bit of a mystery. We need a little extra. Now, does that mean that you automatically get to go to Mayo's? Well, they can't say that because it's illegal and inappropriate for us to say, hey, if you use us, you get in Mayo's automatically.
Absolutely.
So that ain't the right way to do it.
Right.
But what that does do is it creates a file in Mayo's system for you specifically. So when you go up there, your stuff's going to precede you and you're going to be there already. So, I mean, it may not get you in there automatically, but you got a head start before you ever get kicked off.
Well, there's no doubt that when you make an announcement that you can associate yourself with Mayo Clinic, I mean, it's just a huge, huge plus for all of us here in our community and our health system here that we're going to be associated with the best and can get some answers. It's a tremendous announcement, my friend.
If you remember the first time you interviewed me, I said, we are here to make Newport the best in the world.
Yes, sir. You did say that.
So the best way to get there is to associate with the best in the world.
I think we're doing that.
So I don't know what else, we've been here about 15 months, put several $1 million into the building, made improvements in our equipment. Now we've brought Mayo to Newport. Ain't bad 15 months.
Darren Caldwell, it's always a pleasure to see you. Congratulations, because that is absolutely huge. And y'all know what we think about the Harris Medical Center right here, Unity Health, our hospital of choice and our hometown hospital. I thank you, sir, so much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Glad to have you and look forward to many fantastic days.